Okay, so I've got something special for you guys today. What I have here is a FON wireless router, or phone, whatever you want to call it. This is a standard router. The only modification I have done to it is install Gargoyle firmware, which is basically a front end to OpenWRT. So this is not running the official firmware. What's special about this one is I obviously have a big ass antenna, that's the technical term for it, attached to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to power it on. Now, a little information behind this FON. It is the 2100 standard official. This is the one that was released in like 2005, 2006. So it is not exactly new in any way. This, like I said, is running OpenWRT, which allows me to set up my own custom basic WPA supplicant, and basically it lets me do advanced things with the wireless card that's built into this. This uses an Atheros chipset, which is highly supported on the Linux side. What it's doing right now is it's booting up, and what it's going to do is it's going to connect to my DDWRT, my other router, which is in the other room, and from there it's going to broadcast its own access point. Now, it's kind of confusing how it works, but it uses this antenna to connect to another access point and then broadcast its own network off of this antenna. So there is a little bit of a throughput hit. You're gonna get a performance hit, but it does work pretty well. I've been able to connect to it. Okay, now you can see the WAN light is blinking. Now what that means is it just associated with my other network, and there it goes. Now it's ready to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. Pardon the dog. And on my Mac, I'm going to close that and close that. Okay. So what I got up here, you're going to see OpenWRT. Now that is the network it is broadcasting, and it is connected to my other router, which is over here. Kind of dark in here, but it is connected to that big blue and black Linksys box that is sitting on top of my server. So what you can do with this is, I've got instructions on IamTheKiller.net, my blog that I pimp all the time on my YouTube channel. I have instructions on how to get this working. Now, you're probably wondering, why the hell would I want a FON router to connect to my own network and broadcast its own access point? Well, outside behind my garage, I have a pool and a patio. Now, I don't get very good coverage out there, so what I did is I built this, have it set up to connect to my router from the garage. So it's basically sitting in the garage. It's halfway between the router and the garage. So what this does is it extends my range of my network. Now with a big ass antenna like this, it's able to connect better than my built-in piece of shit wireless card that's in my Mac. Now I was thinking, man, that it'd be awesome is if I had like 10 of these, had them all set up to do a mesh network, and I'm currently in the process of trying to acquire more of these FONs. Of course, I'm a college student with absolutely no money, so it's kind of difficult. And what I think I need to do is eventually set up a PayPal account, so maybe if you like my videos you can donate or something, I don't know. But yeah, that's crazy talk. I know people who's going to pay for my rambling and videos, but you guys rate them pretty well, so we'll see. And yeah, so if you got a FON sitting around, or you want to play around with OpenWRT, these are pretty awesome. They're real cheap. You can get them on eBay probably a lot cheaper than FON.com. Now, OpenWRT does run on the newer FONs. It's a little bit more of a challenge, from what I understand, to get it on there. This was a first generation FON router, so hacking it was a piece of cake. But yeah, so that's my little guide slash video for today. Hope you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. Check out IamTheKiller.net for any updates to that guide. Thanks.